Hey guys, it's Elle. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a really exciting video chatting about some summer romances. I am wearing my summery yellow. I got this from Old Navy and they've just been having so many yellow items, which I just feel like it's just so summer coated and I just love yellow. And yeah, so I have been reading some really great summer romances lately and some summer romances that I just read over the year that I want to highlight and that are just amazing books that you should be reading this summer. The first one is Curvy Girl Summer, which I just read, and it was so amazing. So our heroine, she just feels kind of stuck. She's about to turn 30. Hi, Luna. You want to say hi? Oh my God. Okay, Luna's gonna sit for this one. Nope, don't lick me. She just turned 30 and she's just kind of feeling like in a weird spot in her life. She's feeling a lot of pressure from her family to settle down and to get married and all of that. And so she decides to take her dating life into her own hands and get on a dating app. And the bar across the street from where she lives, she always goes there to get drinks, and she kind of meets the hero there, and he is one of the bartenders, and they just kind of have this like instant connection, and he's like, I will kind of be your wingman, like you can have your dates here at the bar and I'll look out for you, make sure nothing weird happens. And so they start doing this thing every Friday night where she goes and has a date at the bar and he's like serving them and all this stuff. And over the course of like all of these dates, she's just getting closer and closer with the hero. And it is just so cute. She's also a plus size heroine. So we see a lot of representation when dating, especially online dating as a plus size woman. And I love that. And I just love like the witty banter between these two. Like they just have such an instant connection. And I just love seeing that in this romance. And it's so good. And of course it's summer with like summer in the title. And I just loved, it just felt very summery in the aspect of like her going on these dates and like, you know, she is trying to find a date before this party she needs to go to for her birthday. So it's just a really fun romance. I love the audiobook. Just like so perfect. The next one I have is My Dark Fairy Tale by Jenna Darling. This is a really fun mafia romance where the heroine, she is going to Italy to kind of gain some insight about her ancestry. Her father is from Italy and he never talks about growing up in Italy, so she wants to kind of learn more and explore the beautiful country. And on her first day there, she decides to rent a car, a beautiful car, and she gets stuck on the side of the road, and this guy ends up trying to help her, and he ends up being like a bad guy. Like he tries to assault her and it's really scary. So she's like running on the road trying to get away from him, and she ends up getting hit by a car. And the person that hit her with his car was the hero. And he is a very famous Italian mafioso in Italy. And he basically takes her under his wing to nurse back to health. And they kind of just have this like instant connection, instant chemistry, like so much sexual tension between these two. And he's just kind of like letting her stay at his villa while she's getting better. And then he starts showing her around the city and they start kind of falling in love. It's very sweet. But then the whole time she doesn't know that he is in the mafia. She just thinks that he is just a rich guy that has all this money and lives in Italy, but that's not the case. And it is so good. I love the atmosphere of being set in Italy, and it just felt very summery and just like the perfect summer read. Then I had The Nanny Is Off Limits by QB Tyler. This is her newest release. It's a single dad nanny romance. And the reason why I put this on this list, like it's not necessarily set during summer, or maybe it is, I can't remember. But it just feels like so like taboo. And I feel like whenever I read romances in the summer, they're always like very taboo, forbidden, age gap romances, like the whole Nikki Sloan series and Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. So this one, the hero is a single dad. His ex-wife recently passed away in a really bad accident a year ago. And so he is just really struggling and he needs someone to take care of his kids. He has 3 children. And his brother randomly meets the heroine and is like, are you a nanny? And she's like, yes. And so his brother kind of explains the situation to the heroine and she agrees to be his nanny. And they just have so much tension and chemistry between both of them. And it's so good. Like I loved this one. I loved all the angst between these two characters, and I love the kids in this one as well. They're just adorable. He has a 16-year-old, a 10-year-old, and then I think a 6-year-old. So lots of different ages, and there's a pretty big age gap between them, like 20 years, and it's just such a fantastic, addicting romance to read. Then I have Happy Place by Emily Henry. This is like the quintessential like New England summer romance, and I loved it so much. So our heroine and her besties have been going to this like lake cabin, lake house in Maine for years since they were in college. And it's just kind of their getaway and their way to reconnect with each other. And the heroine was actually in a relationship and she's engaged, but she broke off her engagement and they've been dating for years, and all of their friends are friends with her ex, who is the hero. And so when it comes to this trip, like they invite him and she's basically like, don't come, like I don't want you to come. So she gets there and he's there and she's like, what, why are you here? And they basically like forced him to come. And so now they have to fake date and pretend that they're still in love and together. They have to share the same room, and it's just fantastic. Like I love this one so much. Like it's such a fun ride. I love the angst between them and the second chance, and they like know each other so well, and it's just like so beautiful to see them like come back together and heal and realize that they are meant to be together in this relationship. And it's just so good. And all of the summer vibes, like it's very, very summer heavy, and like also like best friends heavy. Like I love the friendships in this one. It's just so good. And if you know like New England summer, like Maine, like lobster sandwiches and like Bar Harbor and all of that stuff, it's definitely heavy in this book. So I love this one. It's like the perfect summer read. Then I have Delicate Escape by Catherine Cowles. This one is kind of like a isolated heroine. Like she is kind of not on the run, well, kind of. So this is a part of the Sparrow Falls series by Catherine, and I love this one because the heroine, she's very isolated and she's trying to keep her identity on the down low, and she just has a lot of trauma from her past and doesn't want anyone from her past coming to the present and finding her. So she is just like very isolated and very tortured, like she's a tortured character. And she actually works at a greenhouse, and so that's kind of where the summer vibes come into play. Like she loves plants, she loves like flowers and like all of that stuff. Like she has her own garden, and so the hero meets her because she's kind of friends with his sisters, and he's coming into the small town, coming back, or no, he already lives there, and he's like a contractor, and like she ends up needing help with her house. Like her house is just like really like she has like a break or something in it, and he's like a constructor guy, like he works in construction, and so he like offers to help and she's like no. So they really have to like work together to kind of get over her fear of men and like the trauma from what happened to her in the past. And it's just so beautiful. Like they just really heal together, and it's just such a beautiful story. And of course we have the suspense element in this one with her past, and I just love this one. It's very like innocent, and like they're going on little dates and trying different things together. Like it's so cute, and I love it so much. Then I have The Devil in the Deep Blue Sea. I love this one. It's another perfect summer read where the heroine, she is asked to go on a family vacation with her ex-boyfriend to Hawaii. And she kind of agrees, and I don't really know why she does, and she doesn't know like either. She just is like, I guess I'll go. And her ex ends up not being able to make the trip, so she's like stuck on the trip, like going to Hawaii with the rest of his family. And her and her ex's brother, older brother, just do not get along. Like they absolutely hate each other, and so they're constantly together on the trip. But then there's these little glimpses of them kind of like not hating each other and like supporting each other, and it's so good. Like she has like asthma, and the hero's a doctor. He works with Doctors Without Borders, and she has like an asthma attack like in the water, and he like calms her down, and like I just love that. It's so good. She's also a pop star, so they kind of have these like stereotypes about each other. Like she's, you know, a brat, and he's very closed off. And the end of this one was really interesting because we just didn't see like how they could end up together theoretically, because their lives are so different. And I just really love this one. I love the angst. I love the hate to love tension. It's so good. And the last book I have on this list is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. This is a really fun like summer romance, kind of like, it just feels very like pure and like, just like, I don't know how to describe it. Just like you feel giddy reading it. So the heroine looks up and finds this Reddit page of this guy basically saying that every single person that he dates finds their person after they date him. And she has been experiencing the same thing. So they start messaging each other on Reddit, and they kind of decide to meet up, and they both decide that they need to basically date each other to X out this curse. And she's actually a travel nurse, so she ends up like having her station in, I think it's Michigan, where he lives for the summer. So she's just gonna be there for the summer, and he's dealing with a lot of stuff in his own personal life with his mom, and he's having to take care of his siblings, and she's dealing with stuff with her mom. So they really do like heal and are there for each other. And I just loved how like innocent and like pure this romance was, in the sense of like they just genuinely love spending time together, and it's just so cute. Like they go on these little dates together, and they can't stop thinking about each other the whole date, and are like, I don't want this date to end. And I just love that. And it is a little bit emotional, so there are some triggers in this one, but I loved it, and it's such a great summer read. All right, well, that is the last book I wanted to mention in this video. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and leave me the emoji, the sun, for summer, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.